Hello everyone, now we have to discuss the next concept, that is sinusoidal steady state response of series circuits as well as parallel circuits. So, before the discussion of this concept, first we have to discuss 3 node points. Okay. First, node point 1, that is in AC circuits the performance any circuit can be governed by phase angle, that is phase angle between voltage and current. So, in any circuit we consider with respect to AC excitation, the total performance of the circuit can be governed by the phase angle between voltage and current. Clear? Okay. To calculate phase angle, we need to calculate impedance in series circuits, admittance in parallel circuits. That is it, right. So, in any circuit, the performance of the circuit can be governed by the phase angle between voltage and current phasors, right. So, to calculate that phase angle, we need to calculate the impedance in series circuits, like that, admittance in parallel circuits. So, we all know that in series circuits we have to calculate the impedance, in parallel circuits we have to calculate the admittance. So, impedance is nothing but mod Z at an angle phi, like that admittance which is equals to mod phi at an angle phi, right. So, in case of series circuits also we can able to find admittance, simple, reciprocal of impedance is nothing but admittance, like that in case of parallel circuit also we can calculate the impedance, reciprocal of this y is nothing but Z. We know that if we know any circuit, from any circuit we can calculate both impedance as well as admittance, there is no confusion at all. That is Z is equals to 1 by 1, that is it. Clear? So, this angle is present between voltage and current. For example, if you consider, if the circuit is like this, for example, we have series combination of like this. Okay. So, we have R1, R2, L1 and R3, C1. The circuit is like this, with the excitation is AC excitation. So, to calculate the phase angle between this voltage and current, we need to calculate impedance as well as admittance, means impedance or admittance. You can calculate either impedance or admittance. See, these two are connected in series, this combination is connected in parallel with this, the total combination is connected in parallel with this, again this total combination is connected in series with this. You can get the final circuit is what? We can get, right, this is the final equivalent impedance, this is the current, this is the supply voltage. Clear, no? So, with respect to this impedance we can calculate the magnitude as well as phase angle, like that y equivalent, that is magnitude of y at an angle phi. That is the meaning involved in this. Okay. So, from this we can get the phase angle between voltage and current, that is it. Clear? This is the first note point. Next, note point 2. In series circuits or in the analysis of series circuit, we can consider current phasor as reference, that is IM or IRMS at an angle 0, right. So, in the analysis of series circuits, we can consider the current phasor as reference. Why? Since current is same in every branch. That is why in the analysis of series circuits, the current is taken as a reference. Okay? Means IM at an angle 0 or IRMS at an angle 0 or clear. Like that, in the analysis of note point 3, in the analysis of parallel circuits, we can consider voltage phasor as reference, that is Vm at an angle 0 or Vrms at an angle 0. Clear? So, what is the reason behind this? Since voltage is same across any branch in a parallel circuit. That's it. Clear? This is first node point, second one, third one. What is the first node point? So, in order to know the performance of any circuit, first we have to calculate the impedance as well as admittance. Depends upon the circuit, we can calculate impedance or admittance. Means they can give the phase angle between voltage and current. Okay. Then here I forgot to one node point where phase angle between whether phi is leading or lagging, right. See, in AC circuits, the performance of any circuit can be governed by phase angle between voltage and I, whether it is leading or lagging. So, after calculation of, for example, impedance, we are going to get negative angle, for example, means what? That is lagging angle. If we got positive plus phi, means that is leading angle. Clear? Then, in the analysis of series circuits, we can consider current phasor as reference, that is IM at an angle 0 or IRMS at an angle 0. What is the reason behind that? So, current is same in every branch, that is the main reason. Like that, in the analysis of parallel circuits, we can consider voltage phasor as reference. Voltage is same across any branch in a parallel circuit. These two are the reasons for that. Next, we will discuss series RL circuit. Series RL circuit. We have AC excitation, we have a resistive branch in series with inductor, that is it. This is the circuit, clear. This is single phase AC 50 hertz supply. This is supply voltage Vs. Due to this supply voltage we have current. This is R, this is L. So, across this resistance we have voltage drop, that is VR. This is what VL. With respect to plus minus we have corresponding voltage drops, right. So, this is what this is the impedance of R, ZR, this is ZL, right, which is nothing but R only, which is nothing but J omega L, clear. The impedance across this inductance is nothing but J omega L, like that. For this R we have only R, okay, R plus J 0, 0 plus J omega L. We have discussed these points earlier, okay. So, my sincere suggestion is that before listening these lectures, first you have to listen those lectures of pure resistive circuit, inductive circuit, capacitive circuit, then only you will have better idea of this circuits. This is my sincere request all of you, okay. So, from this, to do the analysis we have two methods. First method is impedance method. Why it is impedance method? Here we have series RL circuit. So, in series circuits we have to calculate impedance, right. So, first method is impedance method, later we have to do with phasor method, okay. So, first we have to do with impedance method. Clear? Then what is the value of impedance of resistance? That is nothing but R. Angle is what? At an angle 0, which is nothing but R only, R ohms, clear. Like that, Z inductive impedance is nothing but J omega L, which is nothing but J XL at an angle, means XL at an angle 90 degrees, so, clear. Means what is this meaning? 0 plus J XL, which is nothing but tan inverse XL by 0, which is nothing but what is the phase angle? 90 degrees, clear. That is why XL at an angle 90 degrees. So, we have series combination of R and L, that is it. Therefore, from this what is Z equivalent? ZR plus ZL, clear. So, from this is nothing but mod Z at an angle phi, clear, which is nothing but R plus JXL, clear. So, from this mod Z is nothing but what? Square root of R square plus XL square, like that. Angle is what? Minus, sorry, tan inverse XL by R. This is the value of impedance, where phi is what? Tan inverse omega L by R, means this is the phase angle between voltage and current, right. This is the phase angle between voltage and current. What is the note point to? In series circuit, current is taken as reference. So, sorry, in order to know the performance of circuit, we have to calculate the impedance. So, we are getting the angle between voltage and current, tan inverse omega L by R. So, in series circuits, current is taken as reference. I am at an angle 0. We all know that impedance at an angle tan inverse XL by R. Then we need to calculate the voltage. That is it. Therefore, we know that before that we know that I am at an angle 0. This is taken as reference, right? Okay. We know that Z is equals to mod Z at an angle phi. We know current and impedance. Therefore, what is the value of supply voltage, which is nothing but I z, right? I z, that is it. They will multiply this current and impedance, we will get the value of which is equals to I m at an angle 0, this is mod z at an angle phi, clear? So, from this I m mod z, what is the summation of these two? Simply we have to get phi only. Therefore, I m into z is nothing but what? V m, right? Or we can write r square plus x l square, clear? This the angle is what? Tan inverse x l by r. This is what? V s. So, like that V s, which is nothing but I m into square root of r square plus x l square is nothing but what? I m into z is nothing but V m, right? V m at an angle tan inverse x l by r, which is nothing but V m at an angle, this is phi, right? See, what we have? Current is I m at an angle 0, voltage is V m at an angle phi. This is very important observation, listen all of you. Therefore, we have current, that is I m at an angle 0, like that we have supply voltage V m at an angle phi, right? Listen all of you carefully, this is very important observation. So, this is taken as reference, right? So, with respect to this we got impedance tan inverse omega L by R, this is nothing but phase angle between current and voltage. So, here we got V s equals V m at an angle phi, then tell me which one is leading, which one is lagging. So, in case of pure inductive circuit, always current lags voltage by exactly 90 degrees, but here voltage is having some angle, but coming to current it is at 0 degrees. So, current lags voltage by some angle, not exactly 90 degrees. Note this point. So, because of this addition of this resistance, see, if we do not have this resistance, it look like what? Pure inductive circuit. So, because of this addition of this resistance, the phase angle is reduces, which is less than 90 degrees only. The range of phase angle is what? 0 to 90, not exactly 90. Okay. From this, current lags V by how many? Phi only. Current lags voltage by phi. This is the phase angle, right? Or we can write voltage leads current by phi. Then what is the range of phase angle? Range is what? 0 to, which is less than 90 degrees. This is very important observation, which is less than 90. Why it is less than 90 degrees? Because of this addition of this resistance. See, that is why, see, here we have what? For better understanding, tan inverse omega L by R. So, because of this addition of this resistance only, we got the phase angle less than 90 degrees, right? If R is equals to 0, then tell me, if R is equals to 0, phi is equals to tan inverse omega L by 0, which is nothing but tan inverse infinite, which is equals to what? Phi is equals to 90 degrees. Clear? In the absence of R, we got phi as 90, but in the presence of R, the phase angle is less than 90 degrees. Okay? This is the main reason behind this. Phi is equal, we can say tan inverse omega L by R lagging. We can say like this, or phi is equal to minus tan inverse omega L by R. We can say like this, okay. The phase angle is therefore in inductive circuits, it is better. Therefore, in inductive circuits phi is equals to tan inverse omega L by R lagging, or we can say phi is equals to minus tan inverse omega L by R. This minus sign represents what? Represents what? Lagging, right? Negative phi means what? Lagging, plus phi leading. Clear this? We can represent like this or like this. This plus or minus represents what? The phase angle only, not the magnitude, okay. Next, so to get better idea of this phase angle, how we can get this minus, how we can get this positive, see. Can we write like this? I is equals to I m at an angle 0, we have what? V is equals to V m at an angle phi. Can we write I is equals to I m at an angle minus phi, V s is equals to V m at an angle 0? Is there any difference between these two statements? This is the given, this is the modified. Is there any change? So, from this current lags voltage by phi, like that, in this current lags voltage by how many degrees? Phi only. See, what is the, from this I is equals to, or you can write I of t is equals to I m sin omega t, like that, V m sin omega t plus phi. Clear? See, this is the representation for this. Like that, we can write I of t is equals to I m sin omega t minus phi, V of t is equals to V m sin omega t. Is there any change between these two? See, this is the representation for this set and this is the representation for this set. See, current is at 0, but voltage is at what? Phi. Voltage leads current, means current lags voltage by phi, like that. Here also current lags voltage by phi, means what? This is the angle, right? We are representing with respect to plus phi here, here minus phi. At any case, the angle is what? Lagging angle only. On what basis we have to say? With respect to current phasor, current lags voltage by phi. Here also current lags voltage by phi. That is the meaning involved in this. See, in this case, in this representation, it is taken as plus phi. In this representation, it is taken as minus phi. Here, with respect to current, we got minus phi. That is why in inductive circuit, with respect to current, we have to say, okay. That is why with respect to current phasor. That is why lagging, tan inverse omega L by R lagging, or minus tan inverse omega L by R. Okay. There is no confusion at all. So, in order to avoid confusion, here I am considering these two set of examples. Okay. This is about impedance method. Now, we have to draw the impedance triangle. We all know that this is real part, that is nothing but resistance. Horizontal component is nothing but resistance. This is JXL, vertical component. This is the impedance. So, this is the phase angle between horizontal component and vertical component. So, from this, tan phi is what? XL by R, like that. Phi is equals to what? Tan inverse XL by R. That is it. Clear? This is about, series RC circuit with respect to impedance method. Simple, listen all of you. We have what? ZR, ZL. We have to calculate equivalent impedance, that is magnitude at an angle. Clear? But here in series circuit the current is taken as reference. That is why we have I. We got Z. So finally we got supply voltage Vs equals to I into Z. Okay. From this analysis we got Vs equals to Vm at an angle phi. So we have current, we got Vm at an angle phi. So from these observations, current lags voltage by phi, or we can say voltage leads current by phi. So, but for inductive circuits with respect to phasor only we have to tell. The phase angle is what? Tan inverse omega L by R, that too that is lagging. Why it is lagging? See, with respect to current, see from these two cases current lags voltage by phi, from these two cases current lags voltage by phi only. But with respect to current, we have to tell. Why? In inductive circuit always current lags voltage by some angle. If it is pure inductive circuit, that is exactly by 90 degrees, or the combination of R and L, combination of R and L in parallel circuits we got like this only. With respect to current we got lagging lagging phase angle, like that. This is the impedance triangle for this representation. So horizontal component is R, vertical component is XL, this is the resultant Z. Like this we have to get this phase angle that is lagging. This is first method, that is impedance method. Next we will do the analysis with respect to phasor method. Okay. Phasor method. So what is the first point here? Current is taken as reference, right? Is taken, sorry, phasor. Current is taken as reference, that is Im at an angle 0, right? Like that, Vr is lies in phase with current, right? What is the voltage across resistance? Like that, current through Vr, always voltage and current are in phase with respect to what? R, right? Voltage across resistance is always in phase with current, because there is no phase angle with respect to R. That is why here we are considering what? I am at an angle 0. Therefore, these two are in phase with each other. Clear? That is Vr is equals to, we can write I. Clear? The voltage across resistance is equals to I into R, which is nothing but what? Im at an angle 0. This is also, so from this we have Im into R at an angle 0. Clear? Next, what about voltage across inductor VL? VL is, or VL leads I by how many degrees? 90 degrees, right? If you consider pure inductive circuit, forget about this. We are writing with respect to L only. That is why VL, not the source voltage, combination of these two, only with respect to VL. Here we are written what? With respect to R, like that, with respect to L, that is VL leads current by what? 90 degrees. So if we consider pure inductive circuit, voltage leads current by 90, or current lags voltage by 90. Clear? So from this, VL can be written as I j omega L. Clear? Which is equals to I, which is nothing but XL at an angle 90 degrees. This is about VL. Clear? With respect to phasors, this part as well as this part completed. So, by using KVL in the circuit, by KVL provide plus minus, what we got, supply voltage is the vector addition of this two. This is not scalar addition, this is with respect to AC excitation, we are dealing with respect to AC excitation. That is why this is vector addition. Kindly note this point, vector addition only. Okay. Means vector addition means what? Vs should be equals to mod Vs at an angle phi. That is the meaning. Clear? Vector addition means what? This is vector addition only. That is why Vs equals to mod Vs at an angle phi. So, from this, what is the value of mod Vs? Vs is equals to mod Vs at an angle phi. Therefore, what is the magnitude of this 2? Which is nothing but Vr square plus Vl square. Clear? This is the magnitude of this Vs. Like that, tan inverse Vl by Vr. This is the angle, right? So, this is the horizontal component, this is the vertical component. Why it is vertical component? It is dealing with what? Z axis. It is dealing with what? Z axis. That is why this is horizontal component, this is vertical component. Therefore, the angle is what? Tan inverse Vl by Vr. So, this is the, see, from this magnitude of Vs is what? Vr square, that is what? Im into R whole square, like that. Vr square is what? Im into XL, right? Im into XL. We can write, okay, no problem, which is nothing but Im at an angle 0, omega L at an angle 90. Clear? Should write Im XL at an angle 90. Clear? So, from this, magnitude of Vs is nothing but Im square, Im square. So, Im is common. We got R square plus XL whole square. This is the magnitude of voltage, which is nothing but what? Vs is equals to Im, which is nothing but what? Z. Magnitude of Z, right? Im into Z, which is nothing but Vs equals to Vm. Clear? Like that, if we write angle, tan inverse Vl is nothing but what? Im XL, right? By Vr is nothing but what? Im into R. Im gets cancelled. Therefore, we got tan inverse XL by R. The angle is what? Tan inverse XL by R. So, here we got the phase angle is what? Phi. Clear? See, what are the observations here? Observations. The current is what? Im at an angle 0. Like that, this voltage is what? Vm at an angle phi. See, by using impedance method as well as phasor method, we got the same values of current and voltage, right? See, there also we got Im at an angle 0, Vm at an angle phi. Here also we got same representations. Therefore, current lags by phi. What is the range here? 0, phi less than 90 degrees. Clear? Therefore, phasor diagram we have to write. Clear? Tan inverse omega L bar, there tan inverse XL by R is nothing but omega L by R only, phase angle, that is lagging. Phi is equals to lagging. Okay. Okay, next point is observation is clear. Then phasor diagram. See, current is taken as reference, right? So, current is taken as reference. So, after that VR, voltage across resistor is lies in phase with current phasor. So, from here to here, this is what? Voltage, clear? This is voltage. Current is taken as reference, the voltage across resistance is in phase with current, clear. Next, coming to only we have VL. So, VL leads or lags. We all know that for pure inductive circuits, VL leads current by 90 degrees. This is what? VL. Then how we can represent this resultant voltage? This is what? Vector addition of VR square plus VL square. So, VR is completed, VL is completed, then therefore, the vector addition of these two is nothing but what? This one, right? This is what? Vs. So, this is the phase angle between, see, this is voltage, this is the phase angle between Vs and I. This is nothing but phase angle between Vs and I, right? The performance of circuit can be given by phase angle between voltage and current. See, this is the resultant voltage and current. This is the phase angle between these two. This is the phasor diagram for this two. So, from this, phi is what? Tan inverse. See, this is what? JXL or IM JXL, you can write. This is what? IM into R, IM JXL. Clear? What is the impedance triangle? This is R, this is J omega L, this is Z, right? Simply we have to multiply with current IR into I into IC. This is the resultant voltage Vs equals to I into Z. This is the voltage across resistance I into R. VL is nothing but what? I into J omega L. Clear? See, VR is what? I into R. See there, like that. VL is what? I into J omega L. See there, like that. Vs is what? I into Z. Clear? Tan inverse. This is what? VL by VR, which is equals to tan inverse. VL is what? IM XL by IM into R. From this, tan inverse XL by R, which is equals to tan inverse omega L by R. This is lagging. Okay, this is very most important. And next, magnitude of Vs is nothing but what? Square root of VR square plus VL square. This is also very important. Okay. See, from this Vs is what? VR square plus VL square. We got these two. These two observations are very important. So, if you consider any method, whether it is impedance method or this phasor method, all observations are same.